Hello everyone! It's time for another video. Today we're cooking in the Ninja Foodi eggs. I am going to show you how to cook hard-boiled eggs fast and easy so you can get ready for Easter. Color them up and hide them out in the bushes or leave them for the bunny to hide. And then I'm going to show you how to cook a breakfast in the Ninja Foodi. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do, we're going to make sure that our pot is in there. Always have to be in there when you're cooking. Then I'm going to put the rack, and I'm going to put the rack down low. So it's in there on the low setting. Now, I have a little problem with the sound, so I'm not going to show you the dials, but I'll explain to you exactly what I'm pressing on the dial. So I'm going to cook some eggs. We need some liquid in there because we're going to pressure cook them. Then I'm going to place in eggs. However many you can put in there comfortably, I'm actually going to put 5 because I'm going to put 6 because I'm also going to cook bacon and eggs with hash browns after this. So I want to have a few eggs left to do that. All right, so I have 6 eggs in there. They're straight out of the refrigerator. And they're hot. I mean, they're cold. And they can be room temperature, they can be cold, whatever. Now, I'm going to do what is called the 5-5-5 rule. I'm going to pressure cook them for 5 minutes. I'm going to slow release them for 5 minutes. And then I'm going to put them in an ice bath for 5 minutes. Now, there are a lot of different variations you can do. I feel that the 5-5-5 is the easiest to remember. So if you do the slow release, they continue to cook a little bit, and then you're going to get them in an ice bath. They come out perfect for me this way, so hopefully they will today. So let's get started. The eggs are in there. I am going to put the pressure cooker lid on. Pressure cooker lid on. Turn it in place. And we're going to make sure that the vent is on seal. The button will pop up when it starts the timer of the 5 minutes. Until then, it's just going to get the pressure up and the temperature up to where it needs to be. So I'm going to turn the unit on. I'm going to hit pressure. It's going to say hi. I'm going to say hi. And then I am going to press start, or I'm going to press time, and I'm going to bump it down to 5 minutes. Now it has automatic 10. I'm going to bring it down to 5. I'm going to hit start, and I'm going to get that streaming light, and that's going to go until it pressurizes. Once it pressurizes, 5 minutes to cook, 5 minutes for it to slow release. So we'll be right back. Okay. While I was waiting, I made myself an iced coffee. I had to get the ice out because I had to make an ice bath to put the eggs in. So I thought, I think I'll make myself an iced beverage. I'm using one of my flamingo straws. Is that cute? I got these straws at the Dollar Tree, $1 for 10, Would they liven up the party or what? They're so cute. Hmm. Anyway, we're down to 1 second. And what we want to do now is it's saying it's done. So we are going to let it slow or natural release for 5 minutes. So as soon as it was done, it started counting up. When it gets to 5 minutes, we'll take them out and we'll put them in an ice bath. Now, I prepared an ice bath and it's ready to go. Um, so as soon as they're done, I'll put them in the ice bath. Then I'll leave them there for 5 minutes. Then they'll be ready to peel. Now they peel very easily, and I'll show you that after I put them in there. So it's right at about 1 minute. We'll come back as soon as we hit 5 minutes. Okay, so we're back. We have less than 1 minute and we will release the pressure. Right now I'm at 4 minutes and 15 seconds. I'll release the pressure. It'll take just a few minutes or not even a minute. And once the button goes down, it's unpressurized and it's safe to open the lid. Half a minute. I just have a sip of my iced mocha coffee. Good. I love this coffee. Okay, we are at 5 minutes. So I am going to release. I'm just going to move this to vent. Okay, the button went down and that took less than a minute. Open it away from you so the steam doesn't, it's hot. This is a safety. Actually, they had quite a bit of water. All right. Now we're going to take them out and put them in the ice bath. I do have one that cracked. It may have had a crack in it already, a minor crack. Might have just cracked under the heat. It happens. But they're going to peel nicely. Now, if you were going to use them for Easter eggs, you could just color them from here. And I'm not going to go through the coloring, but you can cook them and then color them. And you could cook another batch if you wanted to make more. But what I'm going to do right now, well, these are, and they have 5 minutes that they're going to sit in the ice water. I am going to remove this. And I am going to remove the water because the next thing I'm going to cook are bacon and eggs and hash browns. So I have no water in here. And I have put the hash browns, and I don't have that many left, but I don't know if you can see they're sliding. I'm going to put them in the air crisper. Now, a few of them have fallen through. Well, that's fine. You just don't shake them up too much. I sprayed the crisper basket with extra virgin olive oil, and then I sprayed lightly the top. These crisp up pretty fast and crispy, so I don't think I had to do any more than a light spray on them. So right now, we're at 2 minutes on our eggs in the ice water, so we're going to keep an eye on those. But I'm going to turn this to air crisp, and I'm going to shut the lid. It says 390. I'm going to put it to 400, but you can leave it at 390 if you like. You're going to check on them and get them to the crispiness you want. And then I'm going to hit up the timer. I'm going to bring it down to Actually, I'm going to bring it down to 3 minutes because that's about how much time we have on the eggs. And then that will give us our time on the eggs. We'll check it, and if we need to cook it a little more, we will. Now remember, the hash browns don't have to be totally cooked because I'm going to put them back in. But when I made this recipe, I found the hash browns took longer than the bacon and eggs. So I like them crispy. So I wanted to make sure that I cooked them a little bit beforehand, just to give them a little bit more of a crunch. So we have about 2.5 minutes and our eggs will be done. And then we can peel them. So we have another sip of this. Yummy. Now the straws, they also had these straws at Papa that were blue and they were umbrella straws. I think they'd be so cute for a party, especially like Easter. You know, the women can have the pink and the men can have the blue, or you know, you can have whichever one you want. Some men might want the pink, and some women may want the umbrella. Okay, so now on the air crisper lid, or the trivet, while the hash browns are cooking, I am going to place the bacon. And I just am going to place however many strips of bacon that I can put on there. And it's okay if you get like pieces of bacon too. We're gonna fry it all up. I can tell you, who in my house is gonna want this bacon more than anybody. Happy. Have I ever told you his name? It's Happy. He's a happy camper. Okay. So I have the bacon on here, and I'm just gonna put this much. Okay. You can do another layer, or you can do another batch. But this is 5 pieces of bacon. Here's my bowl of eggs. And I'm actually just going to put the shells in there. I'm going to peel. Now, normally when I peel, I like to run water. It's any little bits. But that came right off. Okay, so that's perfect. Perfect. And I am going to cut into it, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. And that is perfect. Perfect. Nice, no brown, right in the center. Mm. Now I'm going to take this out of the water. Mmm, delicioso. And I will peel those later. Well, I will peel the rest later. But is that perfect? Perfect. Hash browns, they're going. I forgot to push the button when I was so excited about doing the eggs. So we still have about 2 minutes. We're going to let them crisp up. We have our bacon on the trivet so we're going to do this on the high part. I'm going to cook 3 eggs, and I like to crack these in a ramekin or a bowl ahead of time in case I get a broken yolk or whatever. I also find for me, after years of working with eggs, the easiest way for me to get a shell out is to use the shell as a scoop. For some reason, it attracts it and it comes out. If I use a fork or something, I can be chasing that little shell around. Okay, so we have our 3 eggs um, in here. We have our bacon on the high part of the trivet. We have our hash browns right now. They are going to go right on the bottom. So I'm going to dump them in there. And the bacon is actually going to be dripping down. You're going to get that bacon flavor. And just FYI, the eggs, when you put them in, the container is somewhat beveled, so they will slide to the outside. Shaky, shaky. Then I'm going to put the trivet in, and I'm actually going to try to move the egg a little bit over. I just don't want to lay the trivet on the egg if I can help it. It's almost hard not to. Now, I'm going to close it. I'm going to hit air crisp. And I'm going to put it on, I think it takes about 5 minutes for the bacon, but I'm going to put it on 10 minutes and we can check it. Now, the great thing with the air crisper is you can lift this lid up. It's not like a pressure cooker where once you have it pressurized, you have to relieve the pressure before you can open it. This you can open, you can check on your food. And the timer will actually stay. So when you put the lid back down, it just takes off from where it was. So now we are going to, I'll check on this in about 5 minutes. Other than that, I'm going to do up a couple dishes, drink a little bit of my beverage, and I'll be right back. Okay, well, I cooked it for about 6 minutes. I think I probably would have, for my liking, only cooked the eggs for um, for my liking, I would have only cooked the eggs for about 5 minutes because I like the yolks a little runny. The bacon at 6 minutes was perfect. I checked it at 5. It was cooked, but it was limp. So if you don't like it crispy, now the eggs have a little difficulty only because they hit the rack and they tend to sometimes stick, they stuck a little to the rack. So I had to pull them off. So visually, I'm going to cut it up anyway and eat it. But anyway, you can make it all at once, all in one air fryer. I do like to poach eggs in here, and I do like to fry eggs in here, but when you put the rack on, as you can see on my rack, the egg stuck to it. So I had to pull it off. So visually, the eggs get torn up a little bit. The other thing is I don't believe you need olive oil at all because I had to use on my spatula, I had to kind of, let it drip a little. Now I did put a paper towel down for the bacon to drain most of the oil off the bacon, but the true test is the taste. So the test is the taste. So I'm going to taste it. The hash browns are brown. Um, we could have cooked them more, but I know if you cook them too much, they come out almost like a shoestring potato. They're perfect. The egg, mm, the egg's very good. Now I did put a little cracked pepper. If you like salt, you can put salt. So the egg, if you like it over well, um, or over medium well, that's about how they came out, which is fine with me. I don't have any toast, so you can mix it in your potato or you can eat them separate. But not having that runny yolk is kind of good because I don't have any bread. And the bacon, try it. Hmm. The bacon at 6 minutes is perfect for me. It is crispy, not burnt, and if you don't like it quite so crispy, about 5.5 minutes would be perfect. Um, all in all, I mean, to be able to cook everything right here in my Ninja Foodi is great. Um, I already had it dirty because I was making the hard-boiled eggs, so thought why not? And you can cook either any of these by themselves. If you don't prefer the eggs that way, you can cook the potatoes and then the bacon and then cook the eggs in the egg pan if that's what you choose. You can also poach them in the ramekin. Um, and you could do that probably during the steaming process of the hard-boiled eggs by just putting them in a bowl with a little bit of water and poach them while you're pressurizing the hard-boiled eggs. Um, just put them on the rack with the hard-boiled eggs. So that's that. Cooking eggs in the Ninja Foodi. I hope it brought some value. If you haven't seen any of my Dollar Tree videos, I'll put a link up here to the one that has these straws. They make a party just that much more festive. Okay, cleaning up, I was thinking to myself, if you don't cook the eggs in a ramekin, I'm cooking more bacon, put in a little baggie and save it as treats for you know who. He's going crazy right now because he can smell it. Anyway, so I was thinking you can always put scrambled eggs on the bottom, and that would alleviate that problem. So, hindsight. Anyway, if you don't mind the looks of the fried eggs, they were delicious. Um, but if you're serving it to company or the aesthetics are something you're looking for, then you may want to go ahead and put scrambled eggs. You can mix stuff in your scrambled eggs too. You put peppers or onions in the potatoes and the eggs. All right, so I'm cooking this bacon. I had 4 more pieces of bacon, and I thought I'd just cook it up, bag it up for a little snack for my guy. And I want to show you what it looks like at 4.5 minutes. So it's limp, it's still not cooked. 5.5, it would be done, but still soft, I guess, or easy. 5 to 5.5 minutes, it's crispy. Mine was 5.5 minutes, I believe. So I'm letting this go for another half a minute, and we'll see where it's at. Actually, I think I'm going to bump it up to another minute, so that'll end up being 5.5 total. I think that's about right. I am going to put it on these are very thin paper towels. So I'll put it on a few pieces of paper towel just to blot the excess oil. And remember, a lot of the oil is dripping to the bottom. So it's not going to have as much oil as if you cooked it in the pan, but it did add to the flavor of the eggs and the hash browns. They're really good. So 15 more seconds and we will be at 5.5 minutes. And I wanted to let you know, behind the Ninja Foodi, there's a vent and hot, very hot air comes out. You do not want this, you don't want to touch it or bump up against it. I have it away from my counter. I have a bar right here that my camera's on, and it enables it to have room all around. You wouldn't want it up against a wall that has paint or wallpaper. I don't know if the heat would damage it or not. All right. All right. So this is 5.5 minutes. It's still somewhat limp. The oil's all dripping off of it. I'm going to lay it on the paper. It's going to soak up. I like a little oil. Gives it the flavor, but it's going to soak up, and you can soak up as much as you want. Look at that. If you like it soft, that's perfect. If you want it crispy, but not burnt, maybe another half minute. Just check on it. Cooks fast at this point. All right. That is it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. If you found any value in this, please like, please subscribe to my channel. And if you hit the bell, you'll be notified when I upload a new. All right. We will see you soon with a new cooking video. Bye-bye.